moment.
3, 2 for DD.
All right, we got it fixed, and we're getting right into the game, right into the action for you guys. We're on PS2. I love the PS2 Keep It Real stage. It's fantastic. But Jonestly versus HammerBro, no surprises here. Ness versus Ice Climbers.
Yeah.
What do you want to see in this matchup? What do you think the matchup itself, regardless of the players, what do you think that holds?
I just like Ice Climbers because they look comfy. They're really comfy-looking characters, even though I feel as though...
We looked away, by the way, and John died.
Damn. Oh, but he's going to get the PK fire. Oh! Separating Nana and... who's the other guy?
Popo.
Yeah, I'm not very acclimatized, to the
Nice.
Ice Climbers lore.
That's good.
There we go.
All good, though. John got some damage, but HammerBro trading it right back, and you're a whole stock down. Again, I wish I didn't look away, because that must have been a hot kill confirm.
Yeah.
Off the top, I believe.
Honestly, just trying to provoke Ice Climbers in whatever way possible. Ooh, and he's going to grab Popo, set him off stage, PK Thunder, but Popo's going to go ahead and reclaim center stage position. Golly, Ice Climbers, they just feel like, I feel like a good Ice Climbers player is such a threat.
It's really annoying to deal with. I've read a lot of, oh, wow. Okay, that was really good ledge trap there. I'll say this in just a moment because this ledge trap could be deadly, but John fighting his way back to stage. And both of these characters, okay, that's going to be a throw. Good choice, too. Grab Popo. The back throw is going to kill. Ness's kill throws are really solid. What I was going to say is that what I've read a lot is that Ice Climbers really kind of just fish for setups. They're not going for playing neutral.
Right.
If they can get their setups and get a lot of damage or get a good kill confirm or something like that. But HammerBro is showing that that's not the case. He's really playing the stage and playing the positioning of the entire set, or I should say the game for game one. And that's the reason that he got such an early lead. However, John is closing this back up, 62% already, and I don't know how this happened, but HammerBro just cannot close out the stock.
Yeah, it's just John has been doing such a good job kind of spacing out with like back airs, PK fires, just finding any opportunity to get like that strong poke damage that Ness is like really good at maintaining. And he's going to go ahead and throw a PK Thunder out himself and confirm that stock. That's fucking crazy. And he's at 144%. All it takes is just that one interaction to come from Ice Climbers to kind of get things even. But, John just playing super patiently. And we're going to see...
Trade back.
Yeah. I would say it looks pretty even here. But I believe in John. But, ooh...
Part of the cards.
Yeah, 100%.
That's not even the case because neither of these characters are luck-based, but looking for a PK Thunder, HammerBro just kind of running away, and Squall Hammer's busted, so of course it's going to beat anything that John chooses to do. Parry, shield, doesn't matter. Oh, but the PK Fire follow-ups are really solid. Just both these characters, high percent.
Yeah, like just staggering Popo, just staggering Nana there with PK Fire and kind of just temporarily separating the two. That's kind of, I feel like, going to be the most reliable way for John to
The classic confirm.
Yeah. I feel it's going to be like if he can like set up those situations for himself, he does such a good job maintaining that distance, and like if he continues that, it's going to look good for John. I think his Ness is sick, honestly.
I agree, 100%. We haven't gotten the poll out for this one, but it looks like a lot of people have walked, in a different direction.
I'm interested. I'm invested.
Who do you think is going to win this? You're going to be our poll guest for today.
It's. I haven't seen a whole lot of HammerBro's gameplay, but I'm from what I've seen of John from a year ago, he's really gotten better. I don't know if it's just because he's been able to play more consistently this year, but his Ness looks a lot better than it did in the past.
Yeah, John constantly improving. I think that's the age thing too. As you get older, you just start to pick up on patterns a lot more easily in terms of what your opponent is doing, even if you can't. This is sound really ageist. Even if you can't execute on some of the hardest stuff like Ness Infinites, you get a lot better against playing against your opponent as opposed to playing your own character, and that can prove advantageous no matter what game you're playing and what character you're playing.
Yeah, it's a baseball phenomenon. You can be like an older player in baseball but still be insanely valuable just because you know exactly just how much pressure you have to exert.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm going to interrupt you there because that PK Thunder was incredible. There was and the Squall Hammer was trying to recover from HammerBro, but Jonestly just followed it with a PK Thunder, killed off the top. I haven't actually seen that one. However, HammerBro's got advantage again. John fighting for his way back on the stage. If he can find his re-jump, he might be able to get some combos out. But HammerBro is just hammering down, trying to keep John off stage and trying to confirm this kill before John can make anything happen with this stock lead.
And they're doing such a yeah. It was just so much in like HammerBro's like favor there. Just being able to kind of juggle John to the opposite end of the stage and just keep him off, keep him from recovering. But like I said before, John has been doing such a good job with these pokes, like the PK Fire, like the rising forward airs. This is kind of like the space that like Ness wants to be in, you know, against his opponent.
Yeah, this is one of the losers round set, by the way. Whoever wins this is going to be playing Shane, which I think doesn't matter who wins that. That set's going to be crazy.
Shane, our top 20th player with a win on Cosmos for anyone that's not aware.
Gotta love that.
Yeah, that's so crazy. I think like the interesting thing about Shane is he definitely seems to be kind of like a character specialist. You know, like
absolutely.
Young player that can really just go far if he just gets more experience against stronger opponents.
And if you want more experience, Georgia's definitely the place for it. I mean, you're going to get tons of in-region experience, and we have enough locals where we have out-of-state competitors like HammerBro right here that can really give anybody a run for their money, as we see here right now. John suddenly a stock down, and HammerBro at not enough percentage to make it worthwhile. Yeah,
but you know, as long as he's just kind of avoiding the side B and he's avoiding like a lot of like Ice Climber setups, he's doing a great job just poking out, putting out pressure. I think the rising fair is getting a little bit more telegraphed, and I think he's getting punished for it.
Yeah, that was really good. Yeah. That entire string, I mean, that was looking like a different fighting game with how that block string played out, and unfortunately, I believe that was a shield poke on the up smash. It's possible that HammerBro just let go of shield, maybe looking for a jump or a roll or something. Yeah. Oh, wow. Good damage follow-up. And John has evened this up so quickly. I mean, it's an even percentage at this point for the most part, and it's really just going to be a matter of who can get this first advantage and put their opponent on the back foot and can confirm it into something meaningful.
Yeah. We can see John, like I said, like I'm really concerned because it's just the rising fares just seems so telegraphed. He's switching things up right now, but it's just I understand it's the move that he feels is going to be the most confident in preserving that advantage for him, but he's going to get frozen up.
Oh, couldn't quite find the follow on that up tilt. That was a normal confirm. Oh, but wow, what a great follow from John off stage, going for the drop down jump nair. And that just catches HammerBro a little bit too quickly. I mean, there wasn't a lot of options, right? Your jump's a little bit too slow. You're either going to catch, Nana or Popo on the back end, and if you decide that you want to use Belay, Popo's the one that comes in later. So that's going to kill you either way. So, I mean, tough decision there for HammerBro to make, and John just collapsing on HammerBro before he had a chance to pick an option.
Yeah.
Great stuff. That evens up the games 1-1 in this. I don't think this is best of 5 because this isn't also technically top 8.
Oh,
I'm not sure.
Oopsie.
We can. I don't know what it is though, so you could just leave it on. So I don't think that anybody's really paying too much attention. But I think this one is still best of 3. Although I will yell at somebody to find out.
This is. Okay.
It's best of 3.
All right. This is technically losers round 4.
Imagine having to ask the competitor that's currently playing, has momentum back in his favor, really feeling it out, trying to get these stage bans in, and he just has to answer some stupid question about how many games are in a set because the caster doesn't fucking know. I feel really bad, but John showing that he is multi-talented, multifaceted.
Yeah, stop messing with our TOs. Like, show up. That's not against anyone in particular. It's just the Twitter. Just a Twitter post.
I mean, true though.
Yeah,
but true though. The Battlefield stage selection is very interesting to me. That's what HammerBro decided was going to be the good turnaround on this one. John banning some of the more obvious things that are going to make it easier for Ice Climbers to get combos, but also understanding that Ice Climbers has a lot more play that they can do on these platforms, especially on that top platform, that John just doesn't have the luxury to deal with.
Yeah. It just kind of makes things like a little bit more like challenging for his poke, The platform, like, he has to like play a little bit more carefully, a little bit more precise. Oh. He's going to go ahead and knock like Nana out. And he's got them separated. He's got to keep them separated. He's going to go for...
Speaking of keeping them separated, that was very interesting. One off the top, one off the bottom.
Yeah. And once again, just kind of going for these fair strings. And
90%. God, that was like 24%. That was crazy. I guess that was up smash, so it kind of makes sense. 95% in climbing. Speaking of climbing, Ice Climbers are looking to climb their way back into the advantage for this set. However, you've got to close out the stock quickly because John knows how to get these combos in and can get some guaranteed damage on you. That's going to be an issue, but good desync right there. I mean, probably not intentional because it was out of disadvantage. Nana jailbreaking Popo out of that one. And John had to fight his way back to stage.
Is there a particular reason why they don't feel comfortable going off stage while Lucas is charging his PK Thunder? I feel like he would be like really kind of vulnerable before the PK Thunder hits.
Lucas or Ness?
Sorry, Ness.
Oh.
Apologies.
Why they wouldn't want to go off stage against PK Thunder?
Yeah.
It's just because you can hit one of them and it's going to cause a lot more issue trying to belay back to stage. One person might get killed. I mean, you want to ideally try to save both Ice Climbers because especially in this matchup, you're kind of relying on your characters either getting desynced on purpose or on accident to close the gap against a slower character. I know it sounds weird to say, but a slower character like Ness.
Oh. Gonna go for the down smash there. Sick little yo-yo. And John's like John's switching it up.
Wow. Yeah, speaking of switching it up, that was a really good, nice movement mix-up to take the back air for the kill. 72% though, and you're in this desync mix. Oh, and the F smash right after the Blizzard freeze. That was a great way to even this game back up. And these two players have not looked more close in power than they have this game.
Yeah, and we kind of see John stacking the damage. Really solid, like, forward air string. I was looking to... Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, 57% doesn't mean anything because that's just one or two hits from Ice Climbers to turn it back around. This is going to be about who can come out ahead on the scramble and find a read on the opponent's defensive options and recovery. John's dancing on these platforms like he was the one that picked the stage, but he wasn't. And I'm not sure if HammerBro is happy about that.
101% is really uncomfortable right here, especially since John has been switching it up. Honestly, like that down B has been a great way for him to approach. He notices that like climbers are like throwing projectiles out more often to try and catch the PK fires.
Yeah.
So it's it's a really great way.
Oh, and he said you got to keep them separated. Oh, but didn't even matter. Oh, he's not dead yet. Yes, you killed Nana, but Popo's on the stage. The Popo ledge trap is potent. The Popo edge guard is potent. PK Thunder coming out. Oh, but he does the falling back here. Does take the stock. He made it back to stage regardless, and wow, that was tight. And yes, that was a best of 3, which means that HammerBro is going to take that set, knock Jonestly out so that he can spend more time running the tournament, I guess, and HammerBro is going to continue in loser's side.
That was